What is quack-a-lacking, guys? It's your boy Mad Max back with more epic story times, and today is actually an actual story today. And I don't have a script with me on me right now, so I'm going to be saying a lot, okay? So basically today's story is basically about when I went to winter camp. It was actually this last winter. I went in like early January or so, and I threw up. I know everyone does that, but I'm kind of desperate right now because there's no more stuff to talk about. So I'm just kind of just saying, oh my gosh, I walked down the street. Oh wow. But yeah, the stories that I wrote like in 7th grade, I was going to do one today, but then I was like, they're like one paragraph, and it would be like 14 seconds to read them, or maybe like a minute or so to read them. So I'm just going to talk about the time that I threw up at winter camp. So yeah, make sure you guys press the like button, or else when you go on an airplane, you will end up throwing up, and then they'll end up calling 911, and then they'll call 911 on the airplane, and then you will get arrested and throw up. So yeah, so start today's banger video, boys. Sorry, I had no idea what to say for that one, so Anyway, so this happened like in early January, and I was just my mom told me, hey, because I went to summer camp in the summer of last year, and it was pretty fun. It's like an hour drive, or like a 3-hour drive from here. It's like in the Redwoods. So I wanted to do it again because it sounded fun, but that same year I got sick. I got sick because I just had a cold, and I didn't want to get anyone sick, so I didn't go. And yeah, but the 2020, I think in January or late December. No, it was January. So in January, I'm sorry, I have no idea what to say. Like when you try to tell someone something and you know you're being recorded, you like blank out. Okay, anyway. So I was told that they have the winter camp again. So I was like, yeah, I'll go again because I didn't go last year. And the most dumb thing is I didn't go last year, and the reason I went for it this year is because I wanted it to snow, but it did not snow, but it snowed last year, the time that I got sick and didn't go. And yeah, that really bummed me out, but I actually did have a good time this year. I'll be telling you guys about that right now. But yeah. So I don't remember the exact date, but I have this youth group where I go with my friends, and then we just go and hang out and do stuff. So they scheduled a time to go to Willie's Bagels to meet up. And then so my dad drives me over to Willie's Bagels, and then we just wait, and then we start seeing people, and then once everyone got checked in, and we were like, all right, we're ready. So then we got into the leaders groups, because we had like leaders for our youth group, and we got in their cars, and then we drove off. And the funny part is my youth group only has like 2 boys. Well, no, it has like a couple other boys, but me and my friend, we were the only 2 boys that went on that summer camp, and there were like 7 other girls. So me and my other friend, we do get along. I'm just gonna call him ya boy. So basically, we drove with the boy. So basically, there was 3 of them, but one of them was an adult, and then the 2 of them were me and ya boy. So we drove over there. It took like an hour, and then he brought like waterproof cards for some reason. We played with them on the drive over, and then we just started talking about Fortnite. Anyway, yeah. So after we play with cards and just talk, basically, we finally get there to the place, and yeah, it's actually really cool. When you go there, You'll drive, and then there's like a bunch of trees everywhere, and then once you pull up to the thing, there's just like, you just see kids, and there's like this driveway where you go through, and then you sign in, and then you keep driving, and then you drive. There's just like, and you're following all these other cars. But we had like a car, and then like there's like groups of because we're from where I live in California, and then there's people from like Arizona. They drive all the way from like Arizona or something to go to the Redwoods and spend time over there. So we see some kids with just some regular cars, and then we see kids with like these huge luxury buses, like these like a tour bus basically. Like we came from like 3 hours and we were starting to fall asleep like right when we got there, and then we're like, oh, we're here, so we might as well not fall asleep. But these kids, they literally just came in with these like black huge like luxury huge buses basically, and I was really jealous. I was like, they get to ride in like this huge bus thing, I want to go in there. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. So basically we get there and then we unpack, and then we have to, okay, there's this hill that you have to drive up, and then cuz there's cabins that you have to, cuz there's girl cabins, and then there's boy cabins, like separate, cuz this is a teenager place. You don't want to, this is a teenager one, so you got to kind of keep them separated, you know what I mean? So we unpack and go up these huge stairs up to our cabin. And last year in the summer camp, we had to like walk this long trail all the way to our just tiny little cabin. But this year, you just had to walk up these little stairs, and then you're already there. They're like wood stairs, like logs that you kind of like stick into the ground in an angle, and you kind of just walk up them. But yeah. Oh, I cannot tell a story. I can tell like probably like 50% of you guys probably clicked off by now. Anyway, so we get over there, and then we just like unpack. Basically, I already said that because I don't have a script and I don't know what to say. Even though I remember, and I was talking to one of my friends, I was like, oh, I was telling him this whole story, and I think I've said more times in here than I told one of my friends. And just please remember, I don't have a script right now. I'm going off my brain right now. So I stutter, as you can probably tell. In this whole duration of this video, I probably stuttered a lot. I'm stuttering right now. So anyway, that same night, they did not have that much of comfortable beds there, not gonna lie. They basically were just these $10 mattresses that they just threw on there, and they washed them, but that's when like the virus started. Not really started, but it was just like I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I was just really much of a germaphobe then. And so I sleep in there, and there's just a bunch of teenagers in the same room sleeping. And they just keep screaming and well, not screaming. They just keep making a bunch of noises and talking very loud. And mind you, this is like 10 in the morning, and we have to wake up at like 8. So I am pretty not impressed right now because I want to go to sleep. And this is not really a comfortable bed because I brought a sleeping bag, and I was trying to not be on the sheets because they said they washed them, but they didn't give us blankets. But on the summer, they gave us blankets. You would think that they would give us blankets in the winter, but no, they gave us blankets in the summer, even though it was probably like 90 degrees out there. And they said, oh, they don't have enough time. All they have to do is just like once everyone leaves, then they dedicate a day just to wash all the stuff, and then they put it back. And mind you, this is like June. This is like 5 months. So I think they have enough time, or maybe like all the people that volunteered to go there, they just leave. And then the corporation is like, we don't have any money to do this. So that's probably why they don't do that, but you know. So finally, everyone goes to sleep after screaming and just stuff. They just were making a bunch of noises that were making people uncomfortable. So then the next morning, guess what happens? No, I wake up. I'm thinking, oh, today's gonna be a great day, and then all of a sudden, this kid, I'm sleeping, I'm like half asleep, and all I hear is just this crash in the bathroom, and I'm like, what the heck? And I wake up, and this kid with a British accent comes out, and he's like, oh, I just broke the toilet. He just like broke the toilet, and there's like 9 or 13 people in like the same cabin, because they're like bunk beds, so you can like have 2 people, like one on top, one on bottom. I was on top because I didn't want to get bullied. So I wake up and I'm already super tired. I have a huge headache, so I'm like, okay, well, I need to get up and investigate this, because you don't just like, oh, you broke the toilet, oh, I'm gonna go back to sleep. No, you want to investigate what the frick just happened, because that's where you go to the bathroom. And like, okay, so I climb off of my bed, and then I go into the bathroom. I still have my pajamas on, and this kid apparently, I didn't really hear what he did, but he told me that he got on top of it or something like that, and he like, no, he got the toilet seat and like slammed it down too hard, and it just broke. Like, it just, shards were everywhere. And like, just this kid, why would you do that? That's so stupid. He literally grabbed the thing, and he said he just slammed it. So we clean up all the shards, and then we're like, okay, how are we gonna tell the people? And we didn't tell anyone. We just left, and then we didn't really tell anyone. So they're probably like not gonna accept us into that room anymore. Well, that wasn't me. That was that one kid with the British accent. So they're probably not gonna let him back in anytime soon. But they're probably gonna let him in. They're probably not gonna let him use the bathroom. They're probably gonna be like, oh, go pee outside in the bush or something like that. So anyway, all that goes on, and then on the last day, because I think it's 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, because I think we had Monday off of school. So on Monday, we leave. We wake up at like 6 or something, or super early. And you're probably like, oh, 6 is not that early. Well, I'm not a morning person. I'm more of an afternoon person. I wake up at like 12 or like 9 or something. But so they told us to pack up, and I already wasn't feeling well, because the night before I was being a not smart person, and we had dinner, and all I ate was a tortilla. No, I'm not. You heard that correct. A tortilla. That's literally all I ate. I don't even think I ate the whole tortilla. It was just one flat tortilla. And me and my friend, because we were so bored and like we didn't know what to do, so we just started we got the forks from what we were supposed to eat with, and we were just like scooping the fork into the water and like eating it. Well, hold on. It's like, you know how you eat cereal? Like, you know how you put your spoon in there and you pick it up and then you put it in your mouth and then all that stuff? We did that with a fork and a cup with ice water, because we were like drinking all the water, and then they kept having to get refills for some reason, even though it was at winter and it was really cold outside. We just kept drinking all the ice water. I'm surprised we didn't get a brain freeze, but that morning I just wasn't feeling it. I just woke up and I was already like, I had a headache. I was feeling nauseous because I didn't eat anything. So then I get down, I'm like I just want to go back to sleep. And yeah, and I couldn't go to sleep. That's probably one of the main reasons that I got a headache, because when you get a headache and you have nausea, the headache kind of like are bros and they're like, oh, what's up, fam? Yeah. They connect. Like, headaches make nausea worse. They just make it worse. I just hate headaches. Can they just like not, please? So I pack up my sleeping bag, and we have to walk a long trail all the way back to the car, and I'm already just like, I feel like I'm literally just gonna throw up. And we put all the stuff in the car, and then we walk back, because we have to take like a couple trips, and I was like so weak because I didn't eat anything, and I am actually eating stuff now. Oh no. So actually that day, and then we had breakfast. Well, yeah, everyone has breakfast. But that same day, after we packed up and then we like cleaned out the whole room, because that's what you're supposed to do. On the last day, you have to like vacuum it and then like organize the bed or something like that. After that, then we had breakfast, and then so I was like, oh, I'm so hungry right now. So they ring the bell to like for everyone to huddle around the cafeteria. So we're just sitting there, and I'm just like, I want to eat so bad. So I'm just sitting outside the window, like shaking, because you know when you get nauseous, you just start shaking. Like, you just can't. You're just shaking. And it was one of those nauseous feelings where, you know, when you like breathe too hard, and then you feel or you breathe too much, and then your heart, you can feel like a wave, like a weird wave when your heart starts like beating faster. Like you feel this like wave. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But I just kept getting those over and over and over again. And I felt the throw up like in my throat, like it was about to come out. And every like 10 minutes, I was like, can they just open the door? Because they ring the bell just for us to wait. Like, why can't they just have everything ready, and then they ring the bell, and then they open the doors? Like, that makes sense, right? Like, no. Oh yeah, dinner's ready. Oh, no, you have to wait here for like 10 minutes. Well, actually, it wasn't even 10 minutes. It was like you have to wait like 30 minutes or like 20 minutes for everything to just, for them to make everything. And like, they should, okay, I'm getting off topic. Hold on. So finally, I keep saying finally a lot. So finally, they open the doors, and I am just, oh no. Every like 10 minutes or so, I would just go to the garbage, because there was a garbage right by the door, and I would just put my head over it like I was about to throw up, but I was like, okay, never mind. It went away. So then finally they open the doors to go eat, and then I get to my table, and then they have Fruit Loops, and I was like, okay, I love Fruit Loops. So I poured myself a bowl of Fruit Loops, and I'm munching on it, and I'm like, oh no, it's coming. So I'm like, excuse me, can I go to the bathroom real quick? And they're like, oh yeah, sure. So I go to the bathroom, and I didn't even know where the bathroom was. And no, in summertime, I had no idea where the bathroom was, because I didn't have to go to the bathroom when I was in the cafeteria. But actually, one of this kind of incidents happened last year with one of my other friends. In summer, she threw up in the water fountain. So that's another story. Well, I kind of already told you it right now, so it's kind of pointless. Yeah. So I get to the bathroom, and I find the toilet, and I'm like, okay, I find the bathroom, and I find the boys' bathroom, and then I put a bunch of towels over a bunch of paper towels over the thing while I'm standing over it, and then I just let loose, like I'm just letting loose everything. And it's hilarious. It's literally just like, okay, viewer discretion is advised. Okay. It's basically just this colorful, okay, have you ever threw up and then your whole mouth like is just filled with it? Like, it's not like just like a little tiny bit. It's like I don't know how to explain it. Okay, I'm just not going to talk about that. So I get done with that, and then I go back, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. But I still kind of feel not that good, but I feel better than I was before. I'm not shaking a lot anymore. And then I get back, and then I'm like, okay, I have Fruit Loops again. I don't know why I had Fruit Loops again, but I had Fruit Loops again, and then I'm like, okay, can I, excuse me, I need to go to the bathroom real quick. So, well, actually, I did tell them that I felt nauseous, so they're like, yeah, just leave. So I get to the bathroom again, and I just let loose again. And after that, I feel so much better, because I at least ate something. And, well, basically, Fruit Loops is just all sugar, so that's probably what activated everything and made me want to go. I don't know. But, yeah, so that was my story. After all that, then we packed up and we left, and I'm surprised I didn't get car sick, because after that and after breakfast, I was starting to feel better, and then I ate an apple. And I ate some other food. I forgot what it was, but all I remember was Fruit Loops. And I haven't actually ate Fruit Loops since then, because I don't want to throw up again. But I actually have been having Fruity Pebbles. I actually like Fruity Pebbles a lot. But yeah, after all that, then I felt better. And then once we got in the car, I was surprised that I didn't get car sick. And then we drove home, and I told my mom. She's like, and then I got Fortnite danced on by everyone else. So yeah, and that's how they know me. Like, I tell them, like, I don't like Fruit Loops. Like, whenever my mom has Fruit Loops, I'm like, discrimination, ? So yeah, basically all my friends remember me as the throw up kid. No, they don't call me that. They just remember that incident. And whenever the kids that didn't go, I'm like, oh, I hate Fruit Loops. I'm like, what are you freaking talking about, my guy? I'm like, you wouldn't understand, noob. So yeah, guys, this was one of the longest story times I've ever done because I had to explain a lot, and I'm surprised we're at the 19-minute mark right now. Well, actually, like what's it called? Minute mark, like the 20-minute mark by now. Yeah, that was my winter camp. They're not gonna have one this year because unfortunately, this guy ate a bat or whatever he ate, and now we have shelter in place. So yeah, blame that guy. I don't think you can because he's probably not living right now. So yeah, guys, make sure you guys press the like button or else you will eat a bat and then you'll start flying and then all of a sudden you'll just fall. Yeah, that's right, you'll just fall. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. So yeah, guys, make sure you press the like button. I'll talk to you guys in another banger video, boys.